The second hour here. It is Monday, December 2nd. I'm Joe Morano, and Lauren Barnes has the morning off, as probably many of you at home wish that you do as well. Coming off of this holiday high right now, meteorologist Elisa Raffa is here to join us as well this morning. Did you have a good holiday weekend, Elisa?
I did. It was pretty quiet. I put up my tree.
That's always good. Time to get going with that and put up the tree. I'm big on leftovers, but I'm also big on the sandwich part of the leftovers.
Okay, so Lauren and I were
Stack it
talking about
together.
this on Friday, and I was telling her that you didn't even wait until Friday to do that. You did that on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
you made a sandwich.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's all going to the same place, so stack it all together while you can, right?
Yeah, so but yeah, I
what
had
I'm
some
thinking.
leftovers. I still have some apple pie in the fridge, so I gotta hit that today.
Always key to have, right?
Yeah.
And then this morning, well, hopefully we don't have to deal with the winds today as we dealt with on Sunday. Really tough out there.
They'll really die down today. It's still a little bit breezy this morning, but winds calm and relax through the day today. 30 degrees right now in Springfield with some mostly cloudy skies. Winds are still pretty steady out of the north and west, but not nearly as gusty as they were yesterday. We've got some mostly cloudy skies out there this morning, but things are dry as you head out the door. We've got these temperatures a little bit colder. It is 30 degrees in Ava, 30 in Branson, and 30 in Springfield. Winds out of the north and west sustained near 15 miles per hour, still gusting up towards 25 miles per hour at times. So that's putting wind chills in the teens and 20s. It feels like 21 degrees in Springfield and 19 in Joplin. So you want to make sure that the kids especially have a hat and some gloves and a scarf at the bus stop this morning, because those temperatures are a little bit cold. So are the wind chills. Dry roads through the day today, maybe a little bit breezy to start, calmer winds by dismissal, mostly sunny and still on the cold side. 44 degrees is below average for the start of December. A little bit chilly out there today. So some chilly sunshine this afternoon. Then we're tracking a midweek warm up ahead of our next rain chance. Details on that next storm that will roll through in 10 minutes. Joe?
Story with your right to know, as a man has died last night in a pedestrian crash just outside Springfield. 56-year-old David Gullidge was attempting to walk across Sunshine Street near Farm Road 156 when an oncoming car hit him. He died from his injuries. We spoke with a trooper there at the scene. Here's what he had to say.
Wearing dark clothes along the highway, just always watch out for things. Always keep your eye open for things that might be, in front of your car on the highway. It's just normal. This is just an unfortunate crash. An individual walking on a highway with cars traveling at 60 miles an hour at night is just not a good idea.
Also worth noting, an ambulance responding to the scene was rear-ended. We don't know how much damage that caused or if anyone was injured from that incident. An Arkansas man is under arrest after making a fake threat call to the Baxter County Jail yesterday. The man called and said everyone needed to be released from the jail because, quote, the place is about to explode. Jail staff were able to cross-reference the phone number with the number that the man previously used when he was once booked there earlier this year. A search of the jail was done and nothing suspicious was found. A sheriff's deputy went to the listed home and arrested the man. Charges of falsely communicating a terroristic threat are now pending. A fire in St. Robert displaced many staying at the Roadway Inn Motel. Crews were called about 7:30 in the morning. The fire started from the motel's restaurant and with the help of other departments was put out within an hour. The restaurant, as well as multiple rooms, sustained heavy smoke damage. Now, as we approach the final month of the year, many people will start preparing to pay their taxes for 2019, but there are still over 15,000 Missourians waiting on their state income tax refunds from 2018. It's been 6 months since the June 1st deadline from the Department of Revenue. When the DOR is late to issue these refunds, it's required to pay interest on that money. So as of November 21st, it owes over $1.5 million this year in interest on 2018 refunds, which is almost 4 times as much money as it's owed in years past. State Auditor Nicole Galloway is calling out the DOR for not getting this done on time.
As refunds continue to be delayed from last year, interest continues to accumulate, and every taxpayer is then going to have to foot the bill for these late refunds. The state, the government, is working for these taxpayers, not the other way around. So it's very frustrating when taxpayers just can't get basic answers out of the Department of Revenue on their refund.
If you are one of those people that hasn't received that refund, you can find a link as well as a phone number to Auditor Galloway's whistleblower hotline in this story over on ozarksfirst.com. This morning, we also wrap up our Courageous Conversations series, Everyone's Child, by focusing on discussing success stories. Francis Lynn tells us this morning how some men not only turned their own lives around, but became great examples for boys.
No matter how bad things may be, Cody Stone and Sterling Mathis are shining examples of how it is possible to turn things around.
It was rough not knowing the right path to go when I had so many wrong paths to look for.
Cody Stone made some bad choices earlier in life.
I was selling drugs at that time, and I actually had my principal that came up to me. He goes, "What are you doing wasting everybody's time?" And I was like, "Well, I'm trying to graduate high school." And he goes, "Well, you're wasting our time and wasting everyone else's time." So I dropped out of school.
He went to prison for 3.5 years and did not see his children for 2 years.
When I finally seen him, it was awesome. You just look in their eyes, "Hey, Dad," you know what I mean? Yeah, oh yeah, they're growing like 1.5 feet apiece.
He taught his oldest son sign language when he was younger.
I'm over here doing daddy and mommy and stuff with him, and it's like, "Do you remember that?" And he goes, "No." And I'm like, "Oh man, I wish I could have been there just to keep, I wish I would have done things different earlier."
That was when Cody decided to join the Good Dads program.
The Good Dads program has taught me is not just to go outside and tell your kids to go outside and say, "Hey, play basketball," or go outside, play football. Go outside, dribble the ball with them. Go outside, teach them how to throw a ball.
And leading by example is exactly the method that Sterling Mathis, owner of 2 haunted houses in Springfield, uses.
I learned by watching a lot, and you would see him, even dealing with the rowdy customers, he wouldn't get, he wouldn't get violent, he wouldn't, get out of line. He would take a firm hand and, "Okay guys, this is how we're doing this. This is what's gonna happen." I learned by the example.
Mathis specifically hires kids like Rick Wakefield so they can use the haunted houses to express their anger.
You can act out and yell and scream and holler, and it's not you. You're not yelling at people to be mean because you want to yell at them. You are playing a character, and that relieves tension and helps people.
No idea how much of a release it is to put on a costume and then yell out the frustration of the day.
I think it probably made me a more confident and outgoing person.
Mathis hired these kids more than a decade ago.
I was pretty timid, I was quiet and reserved.
When I was 15, I wasn't really sure of the path I wanted to take. I was foul-mouthed, kind of violent, had a temper.
And, like Stone, Mathis also leads by example.
We try to push forward with these kids to try to get them to go in the right direction. Don't smoke, don't drink, that kind of stuff while they're young. There is absolutely no foul language used from my workers here. You get plenty from the customers coming through, but we treat everybody with respect. And we do a family show.
And now, the process may have been long, but Stone and Mathis can see real effective change.
All the bad things that happen, you can use that for good. Because if you just focus on that bad stuff, none of the good will ever come to pass.
I gave him a job as an actor. He is now in California doing commercials, trying to get in his acting career, and he thanked me for what I did for him while he was here.
It says in the Bible that you are known by the fruits that you bear. My fruits are starting to really show.
Francis Lynn, Ozarks First.
All of our Courageous Conversation pieces are available now on ozarksfirst.com. And if you're interested in hearing more about the series, you can find the podcast edition of this on our website. It features many of the people seen throughout this and weaves together all the topics we've covered, from how single moms are raising kids in the community and more. You can also find that on our website, but also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well.
We're starting out with some dry roads in Springfield this morning on our Caller 10 Live Drive. Some smooth sailing, just some clouds. Things are dry. A little bit cold, though. You'll need the gloves and the scarf. It's 30 degrees in Springfield, but wind chills colder. Details on some chilly sunshine for today coming up next.
From Caller 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Caller 10 News Daybreak. Now weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa.
Good morning. We've got a couple of clouds out there this morning and temperatures on the cold side. It's 30 degrees on steady north and west winds at 12 miles per hour. Temperatures are trending about 5 to 10 degrees colder than yesterday, starting out at 30 in Springfield, 30 in Branson, 30 also in Ava and in Mountain Grove. Now we are finding wind chills in the teens and 20s this morning. It feels like 21 degrees in Springfield, and that's because we still have these steady north and west winds sustained near 15 miles per hour. Still gusting up to 25 miles per hour. Not nearly as windy as it was yesterday, but still a little bit breezy. Now our potent low pressure that passed through over the weekend, that's now well to the east, bringing snow up the east coast there. But we're still in the circulation where we have some of these breezy winds out of the north. As the low peels away and that high pressure comes in, those winds will relax through the afternoon today. We'll stay chilly with those winds out of the north as well, so things will stay pretty cold as that cooler air mass continues to spill in. Now we're starting out with cloud cover this morning, but the clouds will also continue to clear as this thing pulls away up to the north and east. We'll find our skies clearing out from west to east today. So Futurecast is quiet. We'll probably hang on to some clouds for the eastern Ozarks through a lot of the afternoon, then find sunshine later on today with temperatures in the middle 40s. Clear and cold tonight, 30 degrees, and by tomorrow a little bit more mild. Temperatures in the lower 50s with mostly sunny skies. We stay dry through much of the week. Our next rain chance, our next storm, not really coming until late Thursday. You can see we're dry through most of Thursday afternoon. We'll find increasing clouds. Showers arrive late Thursday into early Friday, and that storm quickly pulls away by Friday afternoon. So this storm system is way weaker than the last couple. We'll stay dry with a little bit of a warming trend through Thursday. Showers arrive late Thursday and exit early on Friday. This system is quick, so I expect rain totals to be light, and it is weak and detached from cold air. So I'm not expecting any wintry weather out of this, and we're not going to find the gusty winds like we did the last two systems. 44 degrees today, mostly sunny, becoming sunny and staying chilly with north and west winds. 30 degrees overnight, cold and quiet on southerly winds. 53 degrees tomorrow, sunny and mild with winds kicking out of the west at 5 to 15 miles per hour. We continue this a little bit of a warming trend through Wednesday, temperatures in the middle 50s. Same thing on Thursday with an increase in cloud cover. Showers arrive late Thursday into Friday. We'll have some showers early on Friday. Notice though throughout that whole time, Thursday and Friday, even the overnight lows stay above freezing, so that's why I'm not concerned about wintry weather. The weekend looks quiet and mild. Sneak peek, next rain chance looks like day 8 on the 7-day. That would be Monday. So
That's
late
a ways
Sunday
out, no
into
problem.
Monday.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. When we get to it, focus on a little bit of a nice warm up there for a little bit at least.
Yeah, feeling better.
I'll take the
west
50s,
wind.
right? We got some birthdays happening this morning. Time to guess who is Lucy Liu and how old she is. I know who she is, of course. Kill Bill, Charlie's Angels,
Yep.
Ally McBeal, all that stuff. So what do you got for an age, though?
You're gonna make me go first? Why are you
what's
staring
wrong
at me?
with
I don't know. 48?
What about 45? Nothing.
I messed this one up.
Okay,
Oh, not
51.
that far.
That's not bad at all. How about you're going first on the next one, too, all right? Up on the board is Britney Spears, celebrating a birthday on this December 2nd.
She was born in Mississippi. I know she grew up in Louisiana.
Yeah. What do you think?
I feel like I know the ballpark of this.
39.
No.
You're taking a while.
Because I'm really focused on this one. 43? I can't remember. 38. Oh.
What are you focused on?
Sorry.
I just threw a number out and
I feel like I knew that one.
All right. Well, so sorry. Hey, hopefully you got it at home. Also, a happy birthday to our viewers as well this morning. Who's celebrating right now? Jennifer Jeffries, Bill Ballard, Stacy Johansson, and Mary Keller. And of course, can't forget about Lynn, who had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to everyone. If you want these sent, it's birthdays@colored10.com as we do some cleanup from Sunday as well. Audrey Broyles and Brianne Mayhew also celebrating. So send that on over. Stay with us. Sports is coming up next.
Missouri State Lady Bears have embraced the Road Warriors role, but still they like to enjoy the home games when they can get them. In our Bear Nation report, the Lady Bears began a 3-game homestand against Kansas City. Only the 3rd home game of the season so far for Missouri State's second quarter. Lady Bears up in front. Bryce Caleb catch and release 3 as good as the shot clock buzzer sounds. 34-24 ball game. Later in the quarter, Sydney Wilson skipped pass to Ellie Ruffridge. Her 3-pointer falls as well. Lady Bears up 9 at halftime. 3rd quarter, it's a 12-point lead. Ruffridge with the bounce pass inside. Jasmine Franklin through contact gets 2 off the glass. More from Franklin later. Sydney Manning here bringing the ball up. Kicks to Alexa Willard. Her 3-pointer tickles the twine. Lady Bears made 10 3-pointers in this ball game. They also have a lot of points in the paint. Emily Gardner gets 2 off the glass, 9 points, 10 boards for her. 71-52 after 3. More of the same in the 4th. Franklin catches the pass. Easy short jumper. Then a great job by Wilson to stay with the play. She corrals the loose ball. Quick dish to Franklin for another layup. Career high 24 points on 11 of 12 shooting as Missouri State cruises 83-58.
One of our big goals is to be undefeated at home. And so we have a couple home games coming up and, some tough ones. And we just got to, we got to grind it out. Same kind of focus we have. Doesn't matter who we're playing, whether it's Wichita State, whether it's Mizzou. We have the same focus, same preparation for each game. I told them before the game, I didn't feel like we played, a good 40-minute game at home yet. I thought we probably played a 30-minute game. So we just got to keep getting better.
To the NFL, here's an updated look at the AFC West standings. Chiefs 2 games ahead of the Raiders in the books following the 40-9 win on Sunday. Chiefs also have locked the head-to-head tiebreaker, though, so Kansas City can clinch the division with a win next Sunday and a Raiders loss to the Titans. The Broncos move ahead of the Chargers in the standings thanks to a 23-20 win in former Mizzou quarterback Drew Lock's debut. Next week, the Chiefs will play the Patriots. And that is a look at your morning sports.
Chiefs Patriots, that's next Sunday, color 10. It's the later afternoon game, 3:30 or so. Remember when they played in the playoffs last year? That was a doozy.
They haven't played each other since, right?
They have not.
Ooh.
So we'll see what happens there. I'm excited for that. That'll be pretty fun to do, but we got to get through a whole week, all right? A long week, too. No more holiday this time, cutting it short.
Yeah, at least the good part is the weather is pretty quiet, right? Last week we had 2 huge storms with a lot of wind and
quiet, but still starting cold this morning.
Yeah, it's a little bit chilly this morning. It's 30 degrees on north and west winds at 12 miles per hour, so those winds are still kicking. We've got some mostly cloudy skies. It's 32 degrees in West Plains, 33 in Mountain Home, 30 in Branson, and 31 degrees in Harrison. Winds are steady out of the north and west, around 15 miles per hour. Some gusts still making it up to 25 miles per hour, so that's putting wind chills in the teens and 20s. Feels like 21 degrees in Springfield and 19 in Joplin. Should you put up the lights today? Yeah, you could do it. We'll have sunshine come out. The winds will calm down. Temperatures will be a little bit chilly, though, so you'll need to bundle up if you're going to do it outside. You can do it if you have the time. Spoiler alert, I will tell you that we'll have light winds and sunshine with warmer temperatures tomorrow and Wednesday. So those will probably be better days to put up the lights. But if today is the only time you got, then I think today's an okay day to do it. We'll have the sun come out as we head through the afternoon. Temperatures in the middle 40s, so on the chilly side. Clear skies and 30 degrees tonight. Lots of sunshine again tomorrow. Temperatures warmer in the lower 50s. Again, light winds, so if you want to put up the lights tomorrow, you can do it there too. So for the decorating forecast, again, maybe do inside today because it will be a little bit chilly, and then do outside tomorrow and Wednesday because we'll have temperatures warmer in the 50s with some of those lighter winds. You'll need the heat today. Then temperatures will be at and a little bit above average through the rest of the week. So you need the heat early in the morning for those overnight lows in the 30s, but the afternoon highs will get into the middle 50s, so not quite as cold during the afternoon. The mild stretch continues through the rest of the week and into the weekend. Our average high for the start of December is 49 degrees, and we're looking at those temperatures at and above normal. The one spot that we're watching out for rain is late Thursday into Friday. We'll have some showers arrive late into the overnight, probably exit through the first half of Friday. Notice temperatures throughout that system are above freezing, so I don't expect any wintry weather. The weekend looks quiet with temperatures still mild in the 50s.
And as Thanksgiving weekend has closed down, the winter weather caused some delays and headaches for travelers. We'll have the details when we come back. Welcome back, everyone. As Thanksgiving weekend has wrapped up, wintry weather continues for many travelers. This morning, Laura Podesta recaps it all, reporting from New York.
Cars and tractor trailers in upstate New York were slowed or brought to a halt completely as a powerful pre-winter snowstorm took aim at the Northeast. Over the weekend, the same weather system dumped more than a foot of snow on parts of the upper Midwest.
Oh, it's insane. And I've never seen all these before either. I mean, I've lived here last 10, 15 years, so it's a first for me.
By the time it stopped falling Sunday evening, almost 2 feet of snow had blanketed Duluth, Minnesota. That is what's now in store from Philadelphia to Boston.
You know, the first storm of the year, everybody gets a little amped up.
I hate it. Like, come on, it's 6:30 and you get out of work and you have to clean your car because of stupid snow.
The timing of this storm couldn't have been much worse.
We had quite an argument about it earlier today. Why would you choose to fly, the Sunday after Thanksgiving? I mean, it's ridiculous, right?
Some 3.1 million people were ticketed to fly somewhere yesterday until Mother Nature intervened and threw a wrench in many of those plans. It had been expected to be the busiest travel day in U.S. history. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
Between yesterday and today, more than 1,900 flights have so far been canceled and more than 20,000 delayed. That's according to the online tracker FlightAware.com. Stay with us. Up next is the top 3 things you need to know if you're just waking up. Plus, Elisa gets you set for your commute to work.
Good morning. My name is Morgan. I go to Bingham Elementary School. Today is December 2nd, and the lunch menu is chicken drumstick, corn dog, baby carrots, corn, and diced strawberries. Adios.
And now weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa.
If you're just waking up with us, winds relax today. We'll have some chilly sunshine this afternoon. A midweek warm up ahead of our next rain chance is what the 7-day looks like. We've got some clouds out there this morning. Temperatures are cold. It's 30 degrees in Springfield with steady north and west winds. It's 30 degrees in Branson, 29 in Monette, and 30 degrees in Mountain Grove. Winds are still gusting up to 25 miles per hour, so that's putting wind chills in the teens and 20s this morning. It's cold at the bus stop. You want to make sure you've got a hat and some gloves. So temperatures feeling like the teens with them hitting the 20s this morning. 44 degrees by Dismissal, sunny and chilly. Details on that warming trend and the next rain chance coming up in a couple of minutes. Joe?
It's time for the top 3 things you need to know if you're just waking up. Locally, a man has died last night in a pedestrian crash just outside Springfield. He was 56-year-old David Gullidge and attempting to walk across Sunshine Street near Farm Road 156 when an oncoming car hit him. He died from those injuries. Also, an ambulance responding to the scene was rear-ended. We don't know how much damage that caused or if anyone was injured from that incident. Regionally, a Fayetteville Youth Treatment Center is breaking federal rules. State records show the Piney Ridge Treatment Center did so at least 13 times over a month by using chemical injections to restrain children held in seclusion because Medicaid rules prohibit that from happening. The Fayetteville facility was inspected in October after a group said staff were using physical and chemical restraints excessively. The center treats patients ages 7 to 17 years old. President Trump and First Lady Melania will leave for London today to attend the 70th anniversary of the NATO alliance. While there, they will meet with the Queen at Buckingham Palace and have tea with Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall. So far, there's no sit-down planned with Prime Minister Boris Johnson, but the president will touch base with French President Emmanuel Macron and German President Angela Merkel. Here's what else is happening that you may have missed over the weekend. 1 person is dead and 4 others are injured after a shooting in Aurora overnight. 3 people were initially taken to the hospital. Police say there were potential witnesses at the house and that all 4 living gunshot victims have non-life-threatening injuries.
There was numerous persons at the scene. The information we're getting is still preliminary, but it does not seem like this was a random act.
After those first 3 victims were at the hospital, the remaining 2 arrived on their own. According to investigators, that pair was shot during the same incident. The White House is set for the holidays. First Lady Melania Trump tweeted out a video showing off the decorations inside the executive mansion. This year's theme is the Spirit of America. It's a simple white color scheme, and the First Lady says she's excited for everyone to experience the beauty of the Christmas season. Let's take you through a market watch for you as to how things wrapped up on Friday. The Nikkei closed up 235 points while the Dow finished down 112 and the NASDAQ closed down 39 points too. We'll be right back, everyone.